Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback. Over the end line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. The gun. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey, stand up!
Now Etienne to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
We go!
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
First down, here's White. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Green. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Green. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Green. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10.
Hey, exit.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
A give running right, Etienne. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Away. Opposite.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Green. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Come on.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You draw corporate.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On the double.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1-yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
It's just a disaster. You go back to the 6 after you were at the 1. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
61, back, right.
Now Lawrence. Looking Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now Green to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Green. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's fielded at the 45. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On play action, Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Green. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Green. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
X3. 218, stop it. Block it.
A give to Etienne running right. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Got it.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, right back to Etienne.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check. Kill.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Green looking to throw on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Now Lawrence on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Lawrence Cager in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start to drive with White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
On second down, they'll run with White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They run straight ahead here with White.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Devin Lloyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now Green to throw on second down. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 41 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. To throw is Green on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Read option. This is White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Well, this is going to depend on the speed, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we were going to start bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Patterson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw is Green on third down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Looking to throw on second down. Green eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's McDonald. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the posts. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Jacksonville, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.
it.